To make it on the very top of this world, you don't do it on talent alone. You must sell out as well. It's that simple. To appear all over TV, on the magazine covers, to be on the very top, must sell out. There's no other way to understand those that own and control this world, the Satanists. You're going to have to give a lot to get a lot. It's that simple. Let's take a look at Muhammad Ali. Of course, born Cassius Clay. It was called the Louisville Lip. That is a reference to Freemasonry and the cult of 33, with LL being 33, just like, of course, with Cassius Clay being CC for 33 as well. Now, getting the aspect of Freemasonry, take a look at Muhammad Ali with Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course, and you see the Masonic Handshake, just like you see with Pope Benedict and Tony Blair from a few years back. Get a little bit of a closer look. See the same exact thing. Also with Tiger Woods, one of the same. Some might say, oh, you know, Muhammad Ali is old and he's just giving this kind of handshake because his hand is not working properly, he's just old or whatnot. Just take a look here. See more images of the same. It's the Masonic Handshake. Now again, for those that think it's just because he's an old man, this is the reason they're shaking his hand like this. Understand what's taking place here. Take a look at these older images, and you can see him doing the same Masonic Handshake. He's actually looking down to make sure he grips it properly, like a Freemason. Just more of the same here with the Masonic Handshakes. More images, a little bit of a close-up. You'll see the Masonic Handshake. Of course, people that know anything about boxing know how rigged it is, how fixed it is over the years. All these big events when it comes to boxing, it's all about money. These boxers, of course, they're in it for the money. And if you get paid more to lose than to win, it's not a problem when the bottom line is the dollar amount. Just more Masonic Handshakes. This time with Jimmy Carter. A little bit of a close-up here with Barack Obama as well. Now, taking a look at Muhammad Ali, going back again a little bit in time. Look at the shady characters he's associated with Jesse Jackson. Some might say, oh, this is when he was younger, he didn't know better. Well, let's take a look here. What's your excuse here? See Jesse Jackson, Muhammad Ali, and Jay-Z as well. What do you see here? Of course, with Jay-Z in the Do What Thou Wilt, of course, a reference to Aleister Crowley. Taking a look here with Muhammad Ali with Nelson Mandela, another puppet, another sellout part of the world stage. You see his gimmick. It's all in the hand. 46664. Of course, they're going to write this off as, oh, this was his prison number. This man never spent a day in prison. All theater. Just take a look at this image, and you'll see Lionel Richie. They just so happen with this other guy here, not sure of his name. Cover the 4, and you get the 666. Understand this is all strategic. They have a photographer in place telling them exactly how to stand, how to pose, how to position their body so they get that 666. Clearly, they're spotlighting the 666 right in plain sight. Now, taking a look at this image, Muhammad Ali wearing the fez and kissing the Quran, it appears. Of course, understand, for those that know about Freemasonry, it goes back all the way back to Babylon. Understand, all these former presidents, such as Gerald Ford, wearing the Masonic fez once again. Understand, a lot of these Freemasonic websites, they'll say there's no connection with Islam in Freemasonry. It's completely false. It all connects. It's a complete joke. People would buy that. Why would you wear a fez all about the Middle East? And again, Babylon current day Iraq and that region, what it's all about. Again, the Tower of Babel and the creation of Freemasonry with Nimrod. Now, take a look here at this image of Muhammad Ali. Again, there's nothing new under the sun. And you see him doing the 666 hand sign, just like all the other puppets in the game here. Bruce Jenner and his wife. You see all the other puppets in this collage here. Understand, these puppets refuse to do as they're told. There's literally thousands upon thousands of people that will gladly take their place and do the same as requested, exchanging your soul for fame and fortune. That's what it is all about, to make it on top of this world. And that, of course, includes Muhammad Ali. Now, taking a look here, talking about sports, boxing, Muhammad Ali, let's take a look here. The MVP for the NBA, Stephen Curry, supposedly a Christian. What do you see him doing here? The double 666 hand sign. But of course, people come to his defense saying, oh, he doesn't mean that. He means this is for a three-pointer. Give me a break. Then explain this. Does Beyonce play in the NBA or the WNBA? Why is she doing this? Okay, this is the dual 666 hand sign. Taking a look here as well at Stephen Curry's shoe, where it states, I can do all things. And of course, a reference to the Bible. Now, here's the problem. Again, with Stephen Curry, a supposed Christian. Now, connecting the dots. See this collage with Stephen Curry. And what do you see here? Him doing the devil horns. Now, if you think this is just an isolated incident, by the way, while pointing the devil horns, I can do all things. And this is not a reference to Christ like he says. Okay, I'll say that clearly. Do the devil horns. It's not by chance he does it this one time. He's done it multiple times. Okay? Someone needs to wake him up. If he's truly a Christian, what's going on here? What's the deal with all the devil horns? Someone's going to say, oh, he means I love you when he throws up the devil horns. Again, no excuses for this whatsoever for a supposed Christian. This is a sign for Satan. Cannot serve two gods. Cannot claim to be a Christian and throw up these ridiculous devil horns for millions and millions to see. What kind of example are you as a Christian throwing up devil horns? Give me a break. Again, they're talking about another Christian, a supposed Christian in the NBA, is this guy Jeremy Lin, also a former warrior. What do you see him doing here? 666 hand sign over the eye. Just like Satanist Susan Atkins. Where do these people learn how to do these hand signs? Give me a break. How these people, again, supposed Christians, all they do are these satanic signs. Now, another example of dual symbolism when it comes to Stephen Curry. Take a look here, as I pointed out in a previous video, with the occult of this tongue being stuck out like this. Okay? This is all a reference to the Bible, where it states in Isaiah 57:4, whom do you mock, making faces and sticking out your tongues, you children of sinners and liars? So you want to explain this? Again, 666, tongue sticking out, dual symbolism, just like all the other puppets in the game. All on the payroll. Here is the false goddess Kali sticking the tongue out. Katy Perry, Obama, the demon from Kiss. So you might as well be in the same club. In my book, you are. If you're going to be acting like one. If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, must be a duck. There you go. Here's another duck. Talking about ducks. Rihanna doing the same. They look like they could be a couple, the way they're sticking their tongues out. Taking a look here at Miley Cyrus. This is dual symbolism. I'll get into this with the butterfly, but again, sticking the tongue out as well. Now, taking a look again at Muhammad Ali. And the saying he had, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Understand, this came from a higher source. It's all about the occult, with the butterfly, the monarch, MK Ultra. It's all about mind control and also the transformation from the cocoon to a butterfly. Taking a look again at Miley Cyrus. You see that butterfly symbolism. Again, it's all about the occult. The so-called Illuminati, which is nothing more than Freemasonry, which is nothing more, again, than Satanism in disguise. Taking a look at this image, which I find pretty interesting, of Muhammad Ali. The duality, like I showed in a previous video, mirror type image with Marilyn Monroe in Crib 33. I'll get into that. All the symbolic meaning behind this. And Marilyn Monroe, understand, of course, that's not her real name. She was born, as you can see here, Norma Jane Mortensen. Of course, the reason they changed her name to Marilyn Monroe, you get the M for 33. That's why they have it turned sideways, her name. You can see the M is a 3 for Marilyn Monroe. Now, in the world of duality, when it comes to, again, in Muhammad Ali, he was born, like I stated, like everybody knows, Cassius Clay. So in the world of duality, they changed it from a CC33 name to another name. Let me show this image of Marilyn Monroe. You can see her wearing the fez just like Muhammad Ali. Now, another character in the game of this rigged reality is Bill Clinton. Shown before, he was born William Jefferson Blythe III. Had his name changed to Clinton to get the 33. So there you go. Now, again, Muhammad Ali. Find it very interesting. The CC for 33. And also, Cassius Clay is 33 in numerology. Now, taking a look here, the supposed site of his death. They say, some articles on the net say Scottsdale, others say Phoenix, Arizona. Either way, they're both on the third parallel. What an amazing coincidence. Now, they just so happen to name a strait in the honor of Muhammad Ali, of course, with these Masons paying tribute to one of their own, New York City, on West 33rd Street. Out of all the streets in New York, they're going to choose 33rd Street. You believe that's just a coincidence? Like I always say, you must be a coincidence theorist. All about the occult of 33, highest degree in the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. Take a look at this video clip. Muhammad Ali and Michael J. Fox. And I stated before, Michael is also 33 in numerology. Fox is 666 in Pythagorean numerology. Just like, again, Fox News, Fox Film, 20th Century Fox, etc., etc. Now let's take a look at this clip, which just so happens to be 33 seconds long. Just another coincidence, I'm sure.
What do you see? An actor? An athlete? How about two people who share a common illness, no different than the millions of others with Parkinson's disease? Except maybe we can capture your attention, raise money, help scientists find a cure this decade.
To make a donation today, call 1-800-708-7644.
Look again, you'll see two people who won't stop fighting until there's a cure.
I'm still bad.
Not believing either one of them. Two deceivers to me. Taking a look at Michael J. Fox's logo. With it being orange, like I said it many times, 33. Only color in numerology that is 33 is orange itself. So again, there's always a reason for everything they do. And also the occult, this logo, the way they shape everything, the C, and the way the head's position of the supposed fox here is almost basically like a devil horn. You only see the one horn. Kind of reminds me of the devil or Baphomet, as you can see. And an image of Baphomet himself, as you can see right here. Again, with the occult, with these logos, and these images, everything they do, all these concepts, there is a reason. And I found this pretty interesting coming from a two-time boxing world champion, George Chavalo, what he has to say about Muhammad Ali in his fight with Sonny Liston. Take a listen.
I know one thing. When he fought Muhammad Ali the second time,
punch, but it wasn't much of a punch. I know that punch that he hit him with was not a power punch. There was no way in the world that he knocked out Sonny Liston. Sonny took a dive. There's no question in my mind.
Take a look at this clip. I find it very interesting with the way the fans are reacting to the fight itself. They're yelling, I believe they're yelling fake or fixed. Either way, it means basically the same thing. Take a listen. Listen to Muhammad Ali, and what I find the most interesting is what the man says at the very end of this clip.
They're saying that my managers are phony, Angelo Dundee. They're saying the listeners, people are phony. They're saying that the state commissioner's phony. And couldn't nobody pull no fix before the world like that.
15 pounds coming in on 200.
Somebody said it was half correct and half punch. It wasn't. That was just pure. There was no karate back in Jack Johnson's days.
The game is alive. What do you think of dead? The reporter's got something to write about it.
That chop right? That chop right? When I tell them about that chop right?
Peanut man's gonna make money. The popcorn man's gonna make money. The beer man's gonna make money. That town is alive.
I am inclined to feel that he is a little ungrateful. Boy would never have had a chance. He would never have been able to get where he is if it hadn't been for this syndicate.
That's exactly how it works. Like you stated, if it wasn't for the syndicate, he wouldn't be where he is. That's how it works for all the puppets. Unfortunately, to make it top of this world, you have to work for those, the ones that are pulling the strings from behind the scenes.